Hey, I wish you all are as fit as fiddle at your home, at your workplace, or in your day to day life. It's been so long that I was not able to have the conversation with you. I didn't discuss anything with you due to wedding vibes at my home. My brother's wedding it was last month. So I was completely occupied in that, and these days I had decided that finally I overcome it and came out of it. So this is the time where I can create the beautiful video for my all of friends. So today I was wondering that what should we have to discuss, and as last week I had words with my students, so I came to know that most of they are having the trouble while making the words, like for particularly the spelling. So whenever they have to write down the word or they have to do the IELTS writing, they must be haggling with the spelling. They were not exactly creating it, or they were not able to recall it that is this A, E, I or U. So kind of vowels on which place where they have to use what, most of having the same issues. So I have decided that today we are going to learn about the spellings, how to create. It's tricky, not I can say that you can just go through it, you can mug up it and you can write it down. It's not like that. It is a tricky moment, tricky habit we have to create in our day-to-day life, and it should be easier for every time. So as my first word would like to share, it is before the marriage. The boy before the marriage, what we call it. So he is called Bachelor. Generally we were listening in throughout the news or maybe throughout the movies. There is a party which was given before the marriage and it is called the bachelor's party. So many of students, they were not able to write it down, the bachelor. So the spelling for bachelor, it is, we can create this way, and it is how I started going through the spelling, the vowels, and especially the trick behind remembering that spelling. So as I am native of Gujarati language, गुजराती में अगर मुझे ऐसे कहना है, शादी से पहले जो मैन है वो, उसके लिए हम एक वर्ड यूज़ करते हैं बचेलो रे. बचेलो रे मतलब वो बचा हुआ है शादी से पहले. आफ्टर द मैरिज इज कम्प्लीटली बिकम द, आई कैन से दैट द स्केपगोट. सो एज ये वर्ड जैसे कि मैंने गुजराती में प्रोनाउंस किया बचेलो रे, उसी तरह से हमें उससे हाउ इट साउंड, द वे वी हैव टू राइट इट डाउन, मैंने उसे इसी हिसाब से याद किया हुआ है. BACHELOR, बचेलोर means कि बचा हुआ in Gujarati. So this is tricky. I remember it in my mind. The word is बचेलोर. भले writing के time पे nobody is there who will come inside my mind, who will peep into it and they will get to know अरे यार ये तो इन्होंने कुछ गलत तरीके से याद किया है. It's nothing like that. The same way one word is there, very common word I would like to share. It is nature future. I hope you are very clear with the word because it is nature and future. Nature and future, they are kind of word. Generally we can remember nature, future. Nobody is there who will feel or who will come to know that how you wrote the word. The reason behind it, we just have to remind it like nature future, but while speaking we don't have to pronounce it like nature future. At that time it is as usual nature future. Same way it is bachelor means bachelor. Okay, the another word I have for you is, I hope you have heard many times, but I challenge you, if you write down the spelling, you must be failed to write down, and the word is champagne. We pronounce it as a champagne, But do you know what is the spelling behind that champagne? So it is as I wrote this very quickly, how could I can write it down? The reason behind it, it is very clear in my mind. Now we'll share the trick. ये वर्ड शैम्पेन की जो स्पेलिंग है CHAMPAGNE, इसे मैंने इतने जल्दी इतने क्विकली कैसे लिख लिया? सो आई रिमेंबर इट. आपको सबको होप तारक मेहता का उल्टा चश्मा, दैट इज़ वेल नोन सीरियल, और शायद आप सभी उससे बहुत ही अच्छे से अवेयर होंगे. और उसका जो एक मेन कैरेक्टर है एंड दैट इज़ चंपक चाचा. So here what I did, I remember the name of Champak Chacha with the ending Champag, and then I added ne in the end. So the spelling is very easy to remember, Champag ne. So CHAMPAGNE, and very easily and very quickly you are able to write it down wherever you need. So this is the word which we can write and learn. Merely I think that while you are learning the word, what necessary thing you have to do behind it, you always have to observe the vowels where and how they were used, because the sounds were majorly same, vowels are only different there. Most of the consonant we use, they are as we pronounce, we use the same way, but the vowels we use may be E, maybe A, maybe I or O, U. So that's why we have to be focused about the vowel, and you will write definitely a correct spelling. The next part I would like to discuss with you, and that is the spelling of, do you know what we call the pouch of shampoo, the small pouch of sauce? It is called sachet. The sound is sachet. So if I will tell you to write down the spelling of sachet, how to create it, how to write it down very quickly, it is, yes, the spelling is SACHET. I hope you are very clear about the word. We can remember it as Sachet. You must be knowing two popular singers' name, Sachet Parampara. Okay, so there you can know, you can remember the word with the different way. So whenever anybody will ask you to write down the correct spelling of sachet, you must be write it down SACHET, but nobody will know that how you remember it. And people were amazed that, oh, how could you write down, or how could you know the spelling so quickly without any base? So that is only small trick which we have to follow. Now moving on the another word, and that is हम जनरली अपने घरों को डेकोरेट करने के लिए in the middle of it we use, and it should be with crystal, it should be with music, it should be with different coloring lights, and I must be sure that you come to know that what I am talking about. Yes, जो घर के बीचों बीच हम झूमर लगाते हैं to decorate the house, वो झूमर को इंग्लिश में क्या कहेंगे? It is known as chandelier. So chandelier, how to write it down, because by the word, जैसे आपको पता चला हम यहाँ पर इसे कहते हैं champagne, yet the spelling is completely different. So how to write down chandelier in English, and here we go. Yes, this is the spelling of chandelier, and it's very easy. How I remember the spelling as Chandelier. Chandelier, I kept it in my mind while I'm writing, while I'm pronouncing, I'm using the right pronunciation which is called chandelier, but in your mind you can keep for the spelling it is Chandelier. It's really easy spelling, you can remember it, and whenever you need, even in your day-to-day life, even in your workbook or routine diary, you can use this word as many times as you can. I would like to suggest you one thing. If you are preparing for spelling, if you are learning any new things, you must be sure that you must have to use it as much as you can. जितना भी हो सके, new word, new vocabulary, new sentence, framework, whatever you are learning, आपको एक हमेशा बात याद रखनी है, you have to use it on frequent base. ऐसा नहीं है मैंने वंस ये स्पेलिंग देख ली या एक बार वीडियो से मैंने सीख लिया एंड आई विल रिमेंबर. इट्स नॉट लाइक दैट. यू मस्ट बी प्रैक्टिस प्रैक्टिस एंड प्रैक्टिस. प्रैक्टिस बार बार करनी है एंड यू विल बिकम द मास्टर, आई अश्योर दैट. नाउ मूविंग ऑन द अनदर स्पेलिंग एंड द वर्ड इज, अगर मुझे आपको कहना हो कि आर्मी में जो कि हेड होते हैं, एक अधिकारी, उन्हें हम इंग्लिश में क्या बोलते हैं? बाय द नेम ऑफ आर्मी यू मस्ट बी नोइंग दैट इट शुड बी कर्नल. वो कर्नल है जो कि ऑथराइज्ड रहते हैं, जो कि उसके अधिकारी रहते हैं. अब कर्नल की स्पेलिंग को आप कैसे लिखोगे? आई वुड चैलेंज यू दैट यू मस्ट बी नॉट श्योर अबाउट इट एंड टुडे यू आर गोइंग टू लर्न इट. सो द स्पेलिंग इज Colonel. Oh, it's really different from the sound. कर्नल, यहाँ पर आर का कहीं भी कोई यूज़ नहीं है. एज हियर इट इज़ गिवन एल, तो कर्नल में कल्लल हम बोलते ही नहीं है. सो इट इज़ कम्प्लीटली डिफरेंट फ्रॉम द साउंड, फ्रॉम द प्रोनाउंसिएशन एंड द स्पेलिंग एंड इट्स वोवेल्स एज वेल एज कॉन्सोनेंट्स. सो वी मस्ट हैव टू रिमेंबर इट. अब इसे हम कैसे याद कर सकते हैं? इट्स क्वाइट ईजी दैट यू कैन रिमेंबर इट एज COLONEL. हम बोलते हैं कर्नल, बट वाइल यू आर रिमेंबरिंग द स्पेलिंग यू मस्ट हैव टू कीप ऑन योर माइंड दैट इट इज colonel. So easy to write down COLONEL, but while pronouncing it you must have to use that colonel. So this way you can come to know about the real spelling. But many times when I tell to my student to write down the spelling of colonel, they usually use KUR or KER, something kind of to complete the word. But there is a different spelling used by K. So I would like to tell you, and that is the spelling KERNEL. It is also pronounced as kernel, but it is the different kernel. आप सभी को, I hope you like to drink coconut water. So while you are drinking coconut water, in the end the wish I could make that I need to have the inside stuff, which is जब हिंदी में हम कहते हैं उसे, मुझे उसके कोकोनट की मलाई चाहिए, और यू कैन से दैट द गरी इनसाइड. सो वो जो अंदर का पोर्शन रहता है जिसे हम मलाई कहते हैं या गरी कहते हैं, तो वो जो पोर्शन है उसको इंग्लिश में क्या कहेंगे? दैट इज कॉल्ड कर्नल, बट हैविंग द डिफरेंट स्पेलिंग. साउंड्स वर सेम, कर्नल, कर्नल, but the spellings have the different, not only vowels but consonants. So KERNEL, kernel means जो एक कोकोनट होता है उसके अंदर का जो पोर्शन रहता है जिसे हम मलाई कहते हैं, जिसे हम गरी कहते हैं, उसके लिए हम यूज़ करेंगे कर्नल. ओके, वो जनरली टेंडर कोकोनट में पाई जाती हैं. टेंडर जो हरा नारियल होता है ऊपर से ग्रीन कलर का, we cut them and drink the water throughout the straw, so it is also called kernel. So these are some sort of spelling which we are not using on regular basis, yet throughout the difficulty level we feel that अरे ये तो बहुत heavy level की है, या I'm not able to learn it or I'm not able to write down it. So that's why people usually run out of the spelling. But if you know the real secret behind this each and every spelling, I hope the next time you are not going to make any mistake. So I hope it is very clear to you. You have enjoyed the session, and see you soon with new articles, with new stuff and with new vocabulary to improve your English as well as everybody who are willing to learn English. Thank you so much for watching my videos. If you like, please like the button, subscribe button, and in the end don't forget to comment with the right spellings of it, so you will practice it as soon as possible. Thank you so much. Bye bye. Take care.